I need to clean my desk off. I know it's a mess, but it's a workstation. What do you expect? Anytime you install Windows on a new PC, that's the section we are now. We got a SSD in. You want to pretty much download the new Windows on a USB drive. We got a ScanDisk drive here. We're going to put it in the USB 3.0 because it is faster than sticking it in USB 2.0. For demonstration, I use this port, but I recommend putting it on the USB 3.0 that's inside of your motherboard. That's on your back I/O shield. That way, it just works better. It always has for me. Once you get that installed, this should automatically boot into BIOS since you have no operating system on it or anything, but just in case, you can hit the delete key on your keyboard. So let's fire this up. Everything was done, tested. All this was used, so I didn't test it on the box if you watched the video. So on screen, the BIOS should pop up. You can hit delete. It may take it a few minutes, but any new PC, when it senses new hardware, it has to go through like a check on the motherboard. So let's give it some time. Let's see what happens. Every now and again, if it's set up in the BIOS, sometimes you go straight to it, just automatically boots into Windows setup. We got lucky we did that, but I don't want it to do that. I want it to actually go into the BIOS. So what I want to do is go into the BIOS and check it. So let's just keep hitting delete and just make sure. But you could have installed Windows like that. That would have been fine, but I just want to check everything. USB scan disk. This is what I want to check. UEFI scan disk. See, I want to change this to UEFI scan disk. And then I will disable this and disable this. Now let's go straight into exit, save changes and exit. Go to yes. And we should be good to go. See, that's one reason I exited back out. I want it in the UEFI scan disk mode. It just seems to work better. Then we wait for Windows again. Now we go to the Windows setup. Just hit next. Once you select where you're from, all that good stuff. Install now or repair your computer. We are installing a new Windows. Now this is a kind of an older Windows USB. I made it last year, during the fall, so it will need quite a few updates. I don't have a product key. Pick what you want. I always go with Pro, the Windows Pro, but you can go with Home Edition or whatever you want to, but Windows Pro would I always use. Then you get to terms and service. Just hit accept, because if you don't, you ain't gonna get it. I'm going to do a custom install. Now we need to find a drive. And why can't we find a drive? We couldn't find any devices. We got a brand new storage device. Oh, it's unplugged. That explains what. It was unplugged. Oh, that is. Well, thank you, though. So, I guess always double check your plugins. It must came unplugged. It had a lock-in stator, and I got it on that Velcro piece, and I guess it came unplugged. We're going to fix that here in a little bit. So, we're going to go here. We're going to go to format if it was offered, but it's not. No need to. We can just hit next. And now a Windows will copy, go through all this. SSD is extremely fast. As you just seen, we copied just like that. Boom. So now we're getting files ready for installation. So now we are finishing up. It went pretty fast. SSD does make a big difference. And putting your USB on the 3.0 USB section on your motherboard extremely helps out, guys, especially when you're installing Windows. Now we'll need to restart to continue. This is normal. If you don't see a screen, it probably just went ahead and restarted and you did not notice it, so don't panic. Once it does this, go ahead and pull your USB out. Sometimes it'll go back into it. If you don't, just yank it out. You ain't gonna hurt nothing if you do, because sometimes you can get stuck into a Windows boot loop and you don't want that. So what we want to do is just go back into BIOS, just hit delete, And if we don't make it to BIOS, maybe the motherboard's smart enough to just go ahead and put us into the Windows installation. Well, it's smart enough to get us ready for Windows, so I guess it's smart enough to get us where we need to go. Because usually I go back in BIOS and manually set it back to the SSD, but we can finish that after Windows gets installed. The installation, if you got it hooked up to internet, unhook it, guys. It'll go a whole lot faster if you just wait till you're on the main desktop to hook it up to internet. Just leave this unhooked from internet for now. Go through your setup process and then hook it up to the internet. It'll speed up your whole time on the dashboard that's about to pop up by not having it hooked up. Windows may restart during that process. That's normal. We restarted and then we're here. So just a moment and we should be greeted with the Microsoft window and probably Cortana. So go ahead and all the instructions, you basically just fill it out, where you're from, all that good stuff. And it'll go extremely more quick if you're not hooked up to the internet. So let's skip that. Network, I don't have internet. Continue with limited setup. And then we can update it once we into the main Windows desktop. Who's going to use this computer? Let's just call it FX Gaming, so that's what it is. Off, just turn all this off. You can always reactivate it later. Not now. I told you it would be a whole lot faster if you did it this way and not hook it up to internet. As you've seen, we got through it just like whoosh. And if you ever installed Windows, you know it takes some time. So let's let it do its thing. Then we go to the main screen. Straight into Windows. And this got a Radeon card in it. So it's going to find its display drivers that we need, hopefully. And then the screen should go black, reset, which should be pretty decent. Then we go to the AMD, get the actual drivers we need. On the side note, we can't get drivers if we're not hooked up to the internet. I forgot. So we give it a minute now. Since it knows it's got internet, it's going to go crazy. He'll be like, oh, we need this. Once you give Windows its time, it needs to do a few things. Do your check updates for your security and all that in your Windows update thing. Checking for updates. Wow, we had a lot of updates, a lot of notifications too. Once Windows get done updating, it might take some time depending on how old your USB is. You can see we're pending and restart here. As soon as this gets done installing, I'm going to hit restart now. We check everything. Once you hit restart now, of course you're going to be working on updates. So just sit tight, let it finish its thing, go back, check for more updates, and if you're good, then you're good. You ain't got no more updates, everything's up to date, everything should be working the way it needs to be. Then you can download all the software that you want to put on your computer. We got the drivers up to date on this R9 series card. We got the memory overclocked to its actual speed, 1866. And 20 gigabytes of memory too, by the way, guys. FFX system. We can overclock it. Should have plenty of room with a cooler like this, so that will help the performance on it. Card might hold us back a little, but I wanted an all AMD system, and that's what we built. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like, leave a comment. I enjoy hearing from everybody. Have you built a system like this? What would you done different? You think I should do an overclocking video, stuff like that, let me know in the comment section below. So until the next video, I see you then. Thank you for watching.